June 4th, 1942, Midway Atoll, the 5 minutes that changed the Pacific War. 37 dive bomber pilots faced an impossible mission: find the Japanese fleet across 200 miles of open ocean, then dive straight into hell. Thanks to advanced AI video technology, we can now recreate what these naval aviators truly experienced. By analyzing combat reports, pilot testimonies, and historical photographs, we've reconstructed the mission from takeoff to attack. Through first-person perspective from the cockpit of an SBD Dauntless, witness the longest flight of their lives and the most terrifying 5 minutes of the war. Douglas SBD Dauntless. Slow but deadly, the dive bomber that changed the course of the Pacific War. Maximum speed, just 255 miles per hour, but its precision in a dive was lethal. Every pilot knew fuel was life. The SBD's range was about 1,100 miles, to Midway and back, on the edge of possibility. Some never returned, not because of the enemy, but empty tanks. US Enterprise, Big E, the most decorated aircraft carrier in US Navy history. On June 4, 1942, 37 dive bombers launched from her deck. Target, Japanese fleet, 200 miles to the west. Two-man crew, pilot up front, aims and flies. Radio man gunner in back, protects against fighters. 2 men, 1 life, absolute trust.
Inspector Fulton Craig.
There, on the ocean, 4 Japanese carriers, Akagi, Kaga, Soryu, and Hiryu, the elite of Kido Butai, the fleet that struck Pearl Harbor, now vulnerable. Their aircraft on deck, refueling and rearming. The perfect moment. Release. 5 seconds of bomb flight. The pilot doesn't see the hit. Immediately pulls out of the dive, fighting G-forces. Only later a glance back, and the answer, hit or miss. In 5 minutes, pilots from Enterprise, Yorktown, and Hornet destroyed 3 Japanese carriers. Akagi, Kaga, and Soryu in flames. The 4th, Hiryu, would sink by evening, the turning point of the Pacific War. Japan would never recover. Of the 37 dive bombers that launched that morning, 34 returned to Enterprise. The Battle of Midway was won, but the cost was real. Every pilot who came back knew. Today, he was lucky. Tomorrow might be different.